guys, Lori here. I'm here today to do my August TBR. Oh my god, I can't believe it's going to be August already. So this month is going to be a little bit different than last month because this is the month that I'm starting to plan to go back to school. I live on Long Island. I work in New York City though, so there's a lot of shades of gray about what might happen in September. But I normally, after my birthday's August 9th, I normally start really planning and thinking about the fall. Normally at that point, I at least know what's happening, or I hope to know what happens. But it's also my birthday month, which I always love to read during. There's also 3 reading challenges that I'm participating in, and this is kind of the last time I'm gonna have off if we do go back to like a regular 5 days a week schedule, but I just don't know. So I'm gonna soak up this summer the best that I can, and I'm gonna get a lot of reading done. I am participating in ARC August because I have a bunch of ARCs on my TBR that I got from ALA. I'm participating in the Tropical Readathon, and I'm also participating in, I always forget the name of it. It's just like I think it's called the Diverse Reading Challenge. They're all on Instagram, and I'm just gonna kind of go through my TBR that way. So I'm gonna talk through the readathons and then the books that kind of don't fit into anything. But also for the month of August, me and the Time Warp YA Book Club are reading Winter and The Vanishing Deep. So those are the books that we're reading. And I'm not doing all the challenges for the Tropical Readathon because I picked my TBR before I saw the challenges, so I just kind of picked the ones that I already was planning on reading anyway. But the first book I'm going to read is a book with several authors, and that is going to be Time of Our Lives by Emily Weberly and Austin Sigmund Broca. I did choose a team. I think I chose the contemporary team because I do have a lot of contemporaries on my TBR. This is one I've really liked. Their first 2 books, those 2 were like Shakespearean themed. This is not Shakespearean themed, but I've still heard really good things, so I'm excited for this one. So this is for the first prompt. The next one is read a book that is part of a series, and for that I am going to read Crow Rider by Kayla Josephine. This is the sequel and concluding novel into the To Storm Crow. This just came out. I think that this is only a duology, so when I'm done with this, I'll pretty much be done, and that's really exciting. Also, this month I am going to do a sequel week where I read all sequels or parts of series because I actually have like 4 on here, or 5 I think. So that's gonna probably be the first week of August. So yeah, I'm gonna read Crow Rider, but that's also part of this challenge. And then the next one I'm going to read is read a book from mixed media, like listen to an audiobook. So I am going to be reading Winter by Marissa Meyer, which is for the Time Warp YA Book Club. That book is like a beast. It's like 800 pages, so it's probably going to take me probably all month to read it. And then the next month is read a book you forgot was on your TBR. I have so many books, so it's hard, but I did pick up The Potion Diaries Gone Viral by Amy Allward. This is a book that I really forgot that I had because I was convinced that the series had ended, and I realized I picked this one up. So this is also the concluding novel in this series, so hopefully I'll be able to complete it. And then the next one is read a book that has like the chosen one in it. So for this one I chose Red Skies Falling by Alex London. There is a chosen character in here. I just read Black Wings Beating last month, and the final book in this series is coming out in September, so if I get a move on, I'll be caught up for September, which is really exciting. And the last 2 books for this reading challenge is read a book in a genre that you don't normally read. I wound up picking The Vanishing Deep because I haven't been reading a lot of thrillers lately. I wanted to, so this is one by Astrid Cholat. I got this at ALA. Or not, sorry, I got this at Comic-Con last year. But this is like an underwater thriller, I think. I don't know much about it, but I hope that I really, really like it. And the last one is a retelling, and I wound up choosing Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron. I've heard amazing things about this book and really hope that I like it. So for the Diversathon, there is like a bingo board that has like a bunch of different prompts, but I have picked like, say about 6 books just to kind of pull from because these are all by diverse authors. So the first one is So I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maureen Gu, and she is an Own Voices writer. Can she find ways to true love K-drama style? I think this is about a girl named Desi who kind of loves K-dramas and is kind of convinced that she can find her own K-drama happily ever after in real life using the premises that kind of are found that way. So I actually really liked Maureen Gu's other books. I really hope I like this one, and this can probably work for a bunch of different challenges, but yeah. Also, I am finally going to watch the sequel to All the Boys I Loved Before on Netflix, so after that I'll probably wind up reading Always and Forever Laura Jean, and she's also a Own Voices author, so I can also probably cast this for one of the prompts as well. Another one that I got at ALA is A Love-Hate Thing by Whitney D. Garrison. This is an engaging Own Voices novel from a writer whose books heartfelt novel of two teens from different backgrounds who, upon being forced to live together, discover they may not be as different as they first appear. That sounds interesting. I think that this one also does tackle police brutality in it as well. Also, another sequel that was on my list was Unravel the Dusk by Elizabeth Lim. This is the sequel to Spin the Dawn. And this, I think, is East Asian inspired, if I'm remembering correctly. I wound up really, really liking Spin the Dawn, so hopefully I like this one as well. Also, another book that I'm kind of going to be pulling from over here is Yes, No, Maybe So by Vicky Albertalli and Elise Chayette. And I know Alicia is Ramadan. I don't know. That is her nationality. And it is like a dual point of view book. I wasn't the biggest fan of I mean, I liked the book she did with Adam Silvera. It wasn't my favorite, but I'm hopeful that I like this. I know that this one also has a voting element. And I read Katie Katugno's one. I wound up liking it earlier in the year, so hopefully I like this one as well. And this is the book that everyone has been talking about, and that is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I got this last year at Epic Reads Day. She actually was supposed to be there, but she had a family emergency. But this one deals with teen pregnancy, and she wants to be a chef. And I also just pulled this one because I saw that there was a diverse middle grade. But this is A Place at the Table by Shalit Lilly and Laura Chauvin. And this is about two characters who just wind up becoming friends, but their backgrounds are very, very different. So these are kind of all the books that I'm going to pull for that challenge. I probably won't read them all, but I do think I will read quite a few of them. Also, one of my personal challenges to myself this summer was to read a lot of contemporaries. I kind of failed in the month of July, I'll be a little bit honest, but that's why I have quite a few of them on this TBR to kind of rectify me not reading as many in July. So yeah, I have very, very few like fantasy books on this, but that's mostly why. So a lot of these are just some other contemporary books that were part of that original TBR. Because I have to wait a little bit longer for Jen Bennett's newest book, Chasing Lucky, I decided to add The Atomical Shape of a Heart by her. This is actually her debut. And I think this takes place, like she's like drawing cadavers. Sounds like a really, really weird premise for a book, but I've heard actually pretty good things about it, so hopefully I like this, and this will be like fun to read as I wait for Chasing Lucky, which got pushed due to all the COVID stuff. Another arc that I will be reading, hopefully, is By the Book by Amanda Sellette. This sounds so much like the Maureen Gu one, but instead of like K-drama, she's kind of taking notes about how to get a love life through like classic literature, which I think is going to be hysterical. So hopefully I like this, and this is an arc as well that will go for arc August. Also, I read a couple of books that have reminded me of Emery Lord recently, so I want to pick up When We Collided. And this is another book that I've heard really, really good things about, and this is the only Emery Lord book that I haven't read yet, so hopefully I like it, and I really want to meet Jonah and Vivi, so hopefully I like this one as well. I really have no idea what it's about, no idea, but I know that I really, really like her writing, so that's good. Also, my friend Tiffany has basically vowed to disown me as a friend if I don't read The Royal We. And with all the Meghan and Harry drama going on, I want some royal reading in my life. And the last two books are from my library, which finally opened this month, and these go with the sequel game. One is I am finally going to read Finale by Stephanie Garber. It's actually so funny. Last year at this time, I wound up reading Legendary, so I finally get around to read Finale, and last month I read Girls, the other one, so I'm going to read Girls with Razor Hearts, which is the sequel to that one. I also am going to read Ignite the Sun. I'm on a blog tour for that, for the TBR and Beyond blog company. Yeah, I think that's it. I always pick a ridiculous amount of books to read. I always do that. It's just what I do. I like to plan TBRs. But yeah, I hope you guys will follow me this month because we're going to have a bunch of fun before I head back to school. And yeah, I hope some of you guys are motivated to do some of these challenges. Comment below if you guys are doing any of them. I would definitely follow me on my Instagram. It's not new, but I changed my name. So now I'm Books and Pop 4000. But I'll make sure the link is correct in the description box. And let me know what your TBR is for the month of August. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.